Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new episode of My DeFi Pet. We are, of course, talking about the brand new trailer that dropped, the boss fight. We're going to be looking at the trailer, breaking it down, what's in it, whether we can get any clues from what it's going to be like. We're also going to be looking at the initial post, and I'm going to show you a clip, something that you may not have seen in an AMA that was done with John Nguyen. So somebody involved in the game heavily who has a good understanding of what's coming, and he basically is asked the question about how is this going to be how is boss fight going to work and be profitable for players. And we've got a few more insights there than I think we've got so far from the updated information on Facebook and through Telegram. If you're brand new to the channel, welcome. Here I tried my best to keep you up to date with all the latest information on My DeFi Pet. So if you want to keep up to date with that, hit the subscribe button and notification bell to stay notified of when those videos drop. Right, let's get into today's video. We had the initial post in July the 22nd. Petmaster's attention, our current magnificent progress and extremely high rankings performing well. However, it also attracts the forces of evil. Let's beat them up and achieve the final win. The aliens have flown the spaceship down to Earth with evil intentions. Petmasters need to stand up to defeat these monsters. The event will be a boss fight. This is the Season 1 fight that we have planned in the roadmap that we'll see in a minute. Brace yourself. To win this fight, Petmasters need to beat the boss at each level. So, from what I understand, there will be varying levels of the boss, and you'll have to defeat them at the different levels. In the beginning, the boss is on the spaceship. A suicide army of pets needs to sacrifice to destroy the boss's ship to enter the boss fight, starting at level 1. This information is something that isn't discussed in the AMA, but it's very, very much like that. I think this is the pressing information that we all want some clarification on. Is what does it mean by sacrifice? Does it mean send some pets that are just going to die and go to the hotel and not going to be able to use them for like 24 hours? Or does this mean your pets get burnt? NFT gone. Eliminated from the blockchain? It could be. I have heard of some information regarding that was the plan. Originally it was going to be like 10 legendaries have to be sacrificed to be able to enter into Season 1. Which I don't think, this is not going to be very useful for players who only have a few pets. It's not going to be feasible or optional. So I hope that isn't the way it's going to work. I hope it is just, you know, pets. They're knocked out for a while. Pets in this stage do not need any condition check. That's an important point, and we'll come back to that in a minute. Every sacrification counts. The total reward is more than 100,000 DPET, currently valued at $8. That's $800,000. As a total reward. Now that's a huge prize, huge reward to pull from. But the thing is, it's only a small amount in comparison if you think to what they've probably earned. 3 DPET is how much it costs for an egg. 1 million eggs sold on the Binance Smart Chain alone. That makes 3 million eggs, 3 million DPET spent, and that means times by 8. That means 3 by 8. Quick maths. 24, 24, 24. 24. Now this is a huge prize for any crypto game, probably one of the biggest reward pools I've seen. It's not huge in comparison to what you think they've probably earned from pets. Each pet costs 3D pet, and there's been 1 million pets hatched on the Binance Smart Chain alone, not even counting the Cardia chain. That is 3 million eggs, which is about $24 million worth. So you can see, you know, 100,000 DPET is a very small amount in terms of how much they probably have. They did say that in an AMA that they had enough to last them like 3 years worth of being able to give rewards. So that's probably why. And that doesn't even take into account breeding, which, you know, is 5 DPET, and doesn't even take into account the fact that you have to evolve your pets at level 10. And maybe we'll have to do it beyond that to get them past level 20. Who knows? So kindly stay tuned, guys. This event is coming now, what, 8-9 days after we've been provided with this trailer. So this August, which means when this August a danger is approaching. Does it mean like it's coming in August, or does it mean that it's approaching in August? It's on its way. New game mode, new bot. Be prepared. Now, a few key things in this then. So we have the number of pets in this is pretty significant. So we have... They just throw it there. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, around about 8 or 9. It's hard to tell, but it might be that they're the 10 that you can take in. So it might require 10, as it said, 10 pets to go in. So there's a few things to look at in some of these frames. There is a timer of 24 hours, which might be how long it's available for, or how long you have to defeat it. We've got a health bar with 99, it says. Doesn't really match up with how much has been taken off it. We have kill boss and attack. That's, I mean, you'd imagine you're just attacking and that's killing the boss anyway. I don't know what the difference between those two are. We've got my pets that you can access, the rewards that you're getting from the boss fight, and ledger here, which I don't know, does that keep track of some of the pets you've used or maybe sacrificed? Who knows? And this is not going to be something where you are just attacking something that's passive. It looks like it also attacks back. So using a huge like earthquake to push them away, and then we've got a meteor strike that just destroys them. Yes, that was another pet. It was Adonis. So Adonis and Fang are knocked out at this point. The rest are still charging in. It's not going to be something that's easy, and I reckon you are going to need fairly high level pets to be able to take this down. Now, the next thing to look at is this little hidden bit of information that we've got. In this interview with the BSC Army, they asked the question, what's your plans for the future? Can you give us some sneak peeks? And he goes into explaining this is the roadmap, and so we'll just listen to it. But he also explains some of the mechanics behind boss fight, how it will work.
And then some of these in-game features, right? We also have the season 1 boss fight event. So this event is very interesting. So we will share
would you like explain about that a little bit?
Sure. So as of now, we have let's say like a 1 million pet bot, right? So we generate 3 million D-pet token. So a portion of that amount will be given back to the community, to the users, right, when they participate in this event. So let's say there will be a big super boss, right, that user can have their pet to battle them, and so there will be like a certain amount of level of the boss, and each of the level require a certain condition of the pet to be fighting the boss.
So each level requires a certain condition. Now that might be the condition is that your pets need to be of a certain level to be able to fight that boss. It might also be that they might have features like you can only fight with Adonis, or you can only fight with creatures with these types of wings or tails. That's going to be interesting to see how they actually do those, what those conditions will actually be.
So if people have that pet within that condition, they can join the battle and kill the boss. And at like a certain threshold, right, a certain limit, let's say like every, let's say like 5 level of the boss or 10 level of the boss, will have like a bigger pool that will distribute it to the users as well.
So higher the levels that you're able to take down, the higher the pool reward will be. So yeah, being able to take down those harder bosses is going to be really profitable for you. So having good, strong pets. Now, going into my current my D5 pet and just some tips on preparing for this. is we don't know what the conditions are. So at this moment in time, the best thing to do is to not upgrade anything. You can hatch and breed to try and get those strong pets, but at the moment I would say don't spend any of your food. Hence why I've saved up all my food pretty much since I got all my farms up, pretty much bar one, which I got at level 48. I've just been allowing my food to grow and accumulate, so that you know you've got that ready to apply to the right pets. Otherwise you can jump into it and think, okay, I'm gonna put all mine, which I did from the beginning, just like I'm gonna put all mine into Adonis, and it might be that he doesn't meet any of the conditions, so you've wasted all that food, and it might mean that you're not able to then take down those higher levels of the boss fight and miss out on those higher pools. So obviously this is what I did earlier on in the game, and you can see how much it costs, 327,000. And then if you go to the Binance Smart Chain, you can see I've got my tiger at level 18. It then goes to 655,000 per feed, which you've got to do 4 times. So it's 2 million to take it. So you're 2.2 million to take it to level 19, and then it's probably going to cost you 1.2 million per feed. So you're gonna need 6 million. So I could take Tiger to level 20 right now, but it's gonna be better to hold all your pets, and maybe it might be that investing everybody to level 17 is going to be better than adding that extra level for a significant amount more food. And I think that's all he said about the fight. I don't think there was any more exclusives. We'll just listen to the rest of that part, double check that there's not.
So that'll be very interesting.
Well, what kind of ranking system that you guys?
Yes, that's the last that they speak about it. He goes on to explain the roadmap. So the roadmap, you can find this on the Facebook page. In their images, they released this. It's an interesting look at. In 2021, there's a lot of features that come in, and in Q3, the season boss fight is still to come. We've still got the cell cage feature, a bank to increase silver storage, which I really want that to come in, and a PvP teaser. So still plenty to come. Staking and marketplace as well, obviously. Forgot about that. Huge features that will really incentivize people to hold, which could increase the token price. And marketplace, people who are holding lots of pets like me, I can't wait for that, because they're gonna have some real worth, and it'll be nice to see how much value is on them now compared to how much they actually cost at the very beginning when they were hatched. This is where those getting in early for cheap, holding for a long period of time, you get that return of investment, maybe threefold, probably at this point higher. But yeah, I recommend doing that kind of thing for the games. So token price towards the end, $8. It's been hovering around that, fairly stable around that, not too volatile, which I'm happy to see until hopefully it'll rise when we get some increases in some of those updates actually in play. Apart from that, that is all for this one. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it and found it helpful. If you have, please leave a like on the video. It always helps the channel out. Hit subscribe to get updated with future content. That is all from me. See you guys soon.